Some more important facts about ZB. If A1, A2, A3 and so on AN, B1, B2, B3 and so on BN are two GPs with common ratio R1 and R2 respectively. For the first series, common ratio is R1. For the second series, common ratio is R2. If you add first terms of first and second sequence, second terms of first and second sequences, third terms of first and second sequences, in this way we can't get ZP. For example, here 1, 2, 4, 8 and so on again. For the second one, 1, 3, 9, 81 and so on again. Here common ratio is 2, here common ratio is 3. Check this one. Here 1 plus 1, 2 plus 3, 4 plus 9, 8 plus 81 and so on. Here 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 3, 5, 4 plus 9, 13, 8 plus 81, 89. Here 5 by 2 not equal to 13 by 5 is not equal to 81 by 13. Therefore, here the formed sequence 2, 5, 13, 89 is not in Z. Okay, this only is here two sequences A1, A2, A3 and so on here B1, B2, B3 and so on Bn are given. Results based on these two combination. If you add first terms of the both sequences, second terms of the both sequences, third terms of the both sequences, in this way we can't get the ZP. That is the first point. Now let us come to the second one. Second one. If you multiply both terms, mean here 1 into 1, the second one 2 into 3, the third one 4 into 9, 8 into 81 in this way. Here 1 into 1, 1, 2 into 3, 6, 4 into 9, 36, 8 into 81, 648 in this way. Now see here, here 18, 27, sorry, 27, here 8, 7, 56, 16 plus 260, sorry. Okay, here 8 into 27, that is 260. Now 6 by 1 equal to 6. 36 by 6 equal to 6 only. 216 by 36 also gives 6 as result. Therefore, here R equal to 6. Mean here 1, 6, 36, 216 are in ZB. That is only he explained here. A1, B1, A2, B2, A3, B3 and so on. A and Bn are in ZB with common ratio R1, R2. Now we need to check its common ratio. What is the common ratio of first sequence? 2. What is the common ratio of second sequence? 2. Now R1 into R2 equal to 2 into 3, that equal to 6. It's the common product of R1, R2. Okay, product of first terms product of second terms, product of third term, product of fourth terms. In this way, you can get ZP when the both sequences are in ZP. First of all, the given sequences in 1, 2, 4, 8 and 1, 3, 9, 27 and so on both are in ZP, then only it is possible. If you multiply first terms of both the sequences. Next one. For example, here 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and so on. Next 4, 16, 64, 256 in this way again. Here common ratio 2, here common ratio 4. Here 2 by 4, 4 by 16, 8 by 64, 16 by 256 in this way. Now question. 2 by 4 means 1 by 2, 4 by 16 is 1 by 4, 8 by 64 means 1 by 8, 16 by 256 means 1 by 16. Now 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 2 means 1 by 4 into 2 by 1, that is 1 by 2. Here 1 by 8 divided by 1 by 4 means 1 by 8 into 4 by 1, that means 1 by 2. Here 1 by 16 divided by 1 by 8, that is 1 by 16 into 8 by 1, that is 1 by 2. Okay, we got the ZP. If you divide first terms by first term, second term by second terms, third term by third term, in this way you can get again ZP only. When if first and second sequences are in ZP. Here R is 1 by 2. Now we need to check R1 by R2. R1 by R2. R1 2. R2 4. With the common ratio R1 by R2. That only they gave in the sequence. Two sequences, two different sequences, A1, A2, A3 and so on, AN, B1, B2, B3 and so on, Bn. Two different sequences are given, but both are in ZP with the common ratios R1 and R2 respectively. The first condition, A1 plus R minus B1 means some are difference of first terms, some are difference of second term, some are difference of third terms, some are difference of nth terms are not in ZP. In case of product and quotient also, they are in GP with different common ratios. In the first case, the common ratio is R1 R2. In the second case, the common ratio is R1 by R2. R1 by R2. In this way, we can find its differences. Now, one important thing, that is, if A1, A2, A, and this one we calculate. With A1, A2, A3 and so on, AN is a ZP. Then log A1, log A2, log A3 and so on, log AN is in AP. A1, A2, A3, and so on. A and B is in CP. Then log A1, log A2, log A3, log AN, and so on. Log AN or AP. Vice versa conditions. This. For example, this is in GP. These are A. Okay. Here, check these three. If true false. They have got this one. Log A, log B, log C, Rn, G. Vice versa conditions. Okay. Next, 2 times of log B equal to log A plus log C. Here, log B square. Third exponent, third logarithmic law. Okay, x log y equal to log y over x. This 2 becomes power. Here, by using first logarithmic law, log AC. By applying anti-logarithm on both sides, we will get b square equal to AC. If b square equal to AC, A, B, C are in Z. Log A, log B, log C are in AB, then we want A, B, C are in